The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has decided to drop its lawsuit against SolarWinds, a move that marks a significant shift in the ongoing scrutiny of the company's cybersecurity practices. This decision, announced on November 20, 2025, comes after years of allegations regarding misleading information provided to investors. In October 2023, the SEC accused SolarWinds and its Chief Information Security Officer, Timothy G. Brown, of committing fraud by overstating their cybersecurity measures and failing to adequately disclose risks associated with a major supply chain attack in 2020. This attack, attributed to a Russian state-sponsored group, raised serious questions about the company's internal controls. However, many of these claims were dismissed by a federal court in July 2024, which deemed them lacking sufficient evidence. Next, we'll explore the implications of this dismissal and what it means for SolarWinds and the wider cybersecurity landscape. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. In the wake of the SEC's decision to drop the lawsuit against SolarWinds, the timeline of events reveals a complex interplay of regulatory scrutiny and cybersecurity challenges. The initial accusations in October 2023 set the stage for a protracted legal battle, highlighting the intense focus on corporate governance and cybersecurity practices in the tech sector. Following the SEC's allegations, the legal landscape shifted significantly when, in July 2024, the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York dismissed many of the key claims against SolarWinds. The court's ruling emphasized that the SEC's arguments relied too heavily on hindsight, raising questions about the evidentiary standards in cases involving cybersecurity incidents. This judicial pushback may have influenced the SEC's eventual decision to abandon the lawsuit, suggesting a re-evaluation of their legal strategy in light of the court's findings. As the case unfolded, the SEC also expanded its focus to include other companies such as Avaya and Check Point, which faced charges for misleading disclosures stemming from the SolarWinds hack. This broader investigation underscores the ripple effects of the supply chain attack, revealing vulnerabilities that extended beyond SolarWinds itself and affecting numerous stakeholders in the cybersecurity ecosystem. SolarWinds leadership has framed the resolution of this lawsuit as a turning point for the company. In light of the challenges faced, CEO Sudhakar Ramankrishna's statement reflects a commitment to strengthening the company's cybersecurity posture and enhancing transparency with investors moving forward. This sentiment resonates within the industry, as companies increasingly recognize the necessity of robust security measures and clear communication to mitigate the risks associated with cyber threats. The SEC's dismissal of the case, while marking an end to this particular chapter, raises ongoing questions about accountability and the effectiveness of regulatory frameworks in addressing cybersecurity risks. As the landscape continues to evolve, the implications of this case will likely inform future regulatory approaches and corporate strategies in cybersecurity governance. The dismissal of the SEC lawsuit against SolarWinds has far-reaching implications for various stakeholders. First and foremost, investors who had been closely monitoring the case may now feel a renewed sense of stability regarding their investments in SolarWinds. The resolution could restore confidence in the company's governance and its commitment to enhancing cybersecurity measures. Employees of SolarWinds also stand to benefit from this outcome. With the legal uncertainties behind them, the company can refocus its resources on improving its cybersecurity infrastructure and developing new products, potentially leading to job security and growth opportunities within the firm. This shift in focus may also allow SolarWinds to attract top talent in cybersecurity, who may have previously hesitated to join the company due to its troubled past. Moreover, the tech industry at large may experience a ripple effect. The SEC's decision not to pursue the case could set a precedent for how regulatory bodies address cybersecurity failures in the future. Other companies facing similar scrutiny may feel emboldened, potentially leading to a more lenient regulatory environment regarding cybersecurity disclosures. This could either encourage innovation or, conversely, lead to complacency if companies feel less pressure to improve their security practices. Additionally, the dismissal raises questions about the SEC's approach to cybersecurity regulation. By dropping the case, the agency may signal a need to refine its criteria for assessing cybersecurity practices and the associated risks. This could lead to more nuanced regulations that recognize the complexities of cybersecurity and the challenges companies face in mitigating risks. Lastly, the fallout from the SolarWinds incident continues to affect third-party vendors and partners. Companies that relied on SolarWinds software may still be grappling with the reputational damage associated with the breach. While the dismissal may alleviate some immediate concerns, the long-term effects on trust and relationships within supply chains remain to be seen. In conclusion, while the dismissal of the SEC case may provide immediate relief for SolarWinds and its stakeholders, the broader implications for investor confidence, employee morale, industry practices, regulatory approaches, and third-party relationships will unfold over time. As the SEC moves forward from the dismissal of the SolarWinds case, the focus now shifts to the broader implications for cybersecurity regulation across various sectors. Regulatory bodies are likely to reassess their approaches to cybersecurity disclosures, especially in light of the SolarWinds incident and the subsequent fallout. This case has already set a precedent, signaling that regulators might adopt a more cautious stance when assessing the sufficiency of companies' cybersecurity practices. In the coming months, stakeholders will be watching for potential changes in the regulatory landscape. The SEC's decision may inspire other agencies to refine their guidelines on cybersecurity risk disclosures, emphasizing the need for transparency. Companies could face increased pressure to provide clear, actionable information about their cybersecurity measures, including how they identify and respond to threats. Moreover, as the regulatory environment evolves, businesses may need to invest more in compliance systems and internal controls to align with heightened expectations. This could lead to a surge in demand for cybersecurity professionals and consulting services, as organizations strive to mitigate risks and demonstrate compliance with emerging standards. Additionally, the SEC's dismissal does not eliminate the scrutiny that companies face regarding cybersecurity. Other lawsuits or regulatory actions may arise as agencies continue to address the vulnerabilities exposed by the SolarWinds breach. This ongoing vigilance indicates that while one chapter may have closed for SolarWinds, the narrative surrounding cybersecurity accountability is far from over. Industry experts will also be closely monitoring how this decision influences investor confidence in tech companies, particularly those with significant cybersecurity risks. As stakeholders demand greater accountability, the intersection of cybersecurity and corporate governance will likely become a focal point for future discussions. In summary, as we look ahead, the landscape of cybersecurity regulation is poised for transformation. Companies must be prepared to navigate these changes, ensuring they not only protect their assets but also maintain the trust of their investors and the public. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.